Good morning, everyone. My name is Jelaine Parker. For those that have not heard from me last week, I am from Windsor, Connecticut, and here it's morning. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it is you might be. Before we start today's presentation, I'd like us to go over our team announcements. First, these trainings are huge, all right? Big deal here, all right? Saturdays, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. in the UK, 5 p.m. in Nigeria, at join.me/FinFreeClub4. Please make sure you invite all Four Corners team members. This is huge. If you dialed in and cannot hear, please click the green phone icon at the top center of your screen. Then click dial by phone number or call by computer. Our team mindset training is phone etiquette. So much of our business building is done over the phone. I don't know about you, but I use the phone. I text, I talk, but the phone is my tool. So phone etiquette is very important. Phone etiquette, what is it? Well, support the call, show up, bring excitement. Today, if you don't have enough, I have some to share. Greet each other, just like we've done at the beginning. That was beautiful. All of our team members came on. I don't know about you, but this is a family here. Greet each other, say hello, talk about things. Why? Because we care. We're family. And please, let there not be any other side conversations going on. If I'm unable to mute you, please mute your line to eliminate noise. Bring guests. This is all about. This is a sharing, caring system. We want to bring someone in. Promote the calls. Be early. It's actually fun to be early because now you can really have conversations with 2 or 3 people. Nice. Because together, everyone achieves more. All right. Before I actually turn the presenter role over, I'd like to introduce. So without further delay, I'd like to introduce to some and present to others the one who will empower us with the knowledge we need to grow our business. He's a powerful speaker and an enthusiastic leader. He has helped thousands, not hundreds, y'all, thousands build their own business, which brings me to how committed he is. Why? Simply because he cares. Remember, these trainings are free. Since he has already gone through the training it takes to build his Four Corners business, he knows what it's going to take to build yours. It would benefit us greatly to not sit back, relax, and listen, but sit up, take notes. So if you haven't gotten your pen, pencil, or paper, go get it before he comes on. Take notes, be alert. Otherwise, we will miss the message. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Drum roll, please. Mr. Harry Flynn, I'm about to pass you the presenter role. And so the floor, so to speak, will be all yours.
Okay, fantastic. I think that everyone can hear me. I think that's my screen. I think everyone is seeing. Wow, I want to say thank you, Ms. Jeline Parker. After hearing all of those kind words you had to say about me, I think I can honestly say that at this point in time, I now know how it feels to be a waffle smothered in syrup. I truly appreciate you saying those wonderful things, but it really isn't all about me at all. It really isn't. It's really, I'm just blessed. I'm just glad to be here, glad that God saw fit to make me a part of such an important operation right now on a global scale. I've been given an honor and a privilege, ladies and gentlemen, to speak to you this morning, or this afternoon, or this evening, or even tonight, wherever you may be on this planet. Again, my name is Harry Flynn, and I'm blessed to be here. I'm excited. We have a lot of things to cover today. I'm going to begin with what I promoted as talking about today, that being hobby or business? From the standpoint of which one are you treating your business as? And so, with all of the things that we want to talk about today on training, and I want to be so appreciative and thankful and say praises and props to each and every one of you for getting yourselves here and your teams here, because training is what it's all about. Without training, as many of you know, I've been saying for many years, there is no business. That's very key. So, with our discussion today, let's begin. I hope you have uh, your pen and your paper. This is a great time to take notes. We're talking about building a business. So, for my first discussion this evening, I want to say, or this morning, how many of you have hobbies? How many of you have hobbies? Hobbies. Because that is the gist of my conversation right now. What is the difference between a hobby and a business? What is the difference between a hobby and a business? Well, why don't we look at it as a form of reminder? I don't think that you're going to learn anything here because I think we all know what a hobby is. We all know what a business is. But for the sake of just reminder, let's look at it so that we can pretty much check ourselves as to how we're treating our business. Some people refer to this as having a checkup from the neck up. Look at a hobby. It's an activity or interest pursued for pleasure or relaxation and not as a main occupation. That's how we treat a hobby. But what about a business? It says here that a business is that which a person is principally and seriously concerned, that which busies one, or that which engages the time, attention, or labor of anyone as his principal concern or interest, constant employment, or regular occupation. Business. That's key here. So, the question then, do we treat our business like a business or do we treat it as a hobby? We want to make sure that we're building your business with the end goal in mind. Build your business with the end goal in mind. So think about that, ladies and gentlemen. What is your business goal? Is this it? Is it temporary, shaky, unstable, short term? Perhaps your business goal is weak. How are you treating your business? Conversely, is this your business goal? Solid, long lasting, generational, growing, stable, secure, strong. What is your business goal? See, we want real business minded people committed to real business building activities each and every month. That's very key. So, as you sit here now on training, I challenge you to reflect your own activities, your own attitudes over the previous day, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Think about it. Don't get down about it. If you reflect back and you inspect what you expect and you're not happy with the results, no problema. That could be a blessing if you're willing to do something about it. Okay? So look at your business. When you look at your organization, many of you are maybe just getting started. I know some of you, this is your first time attending our training. So you don't have an organization yet. You don't have a team, so to speak, yet. Maybe you're on the proverbial painful fence. Terrible place to be, but maybe that's where you are. And you're about to make a decision. Well, do I or do I not? Do I or do I not? Well, when you look at building an organization, building a business, from the standpoint of Four Corners Alliance Group, vision, what do you see your team as? Is this your weak team here on the left? Or do you envision a solid team depicted here on the right? Big difference. What does your team look like? Either in reality, right now, having been in here for a while, or when you think about beginning to build your business. How do you want to structure your organization? You want a solid team, a solid team. That's how the numbers or your business can become ubiquitous. I like that word, ubiquitous. That means being everywhere at the same time. We have one of our key leaders on the team, Miss Kati and Kim. I love to hear her talk about her business. She's been here for a little while. She's been with me over a year now, almost 18 months. When she talks about her organization, it's a solid team. Her team, her business is ubiquitous, it's everywhere at the same time. How does that happen? Well, here's some business strength indicators I want you guys to think about if you're jotting down some things. Think about this. How many personally enrolled people do you have in your business? Have you brought 4 people and stopped? Or what about if you brought even 14 people? Can you possibly go for 204 people? We have diamonds now on our team. Many of you say, well, what's a diamond? A diamond is someone that has personally enrolled 200 or more people. We have people like that now hitting our team. On my team, there are diamonds now. Kati and Kim is very close to becoming a diamond. We have several other people on our team. They're not stopping at just 4. They're enrolling people. How many are on product level 6? Think about that. When you look at your genealogy, how many people are on your product level 6? How many team members are on the newsletter? That's the first basic residual. These are strength indicators. Like a thermometer, these are just strength indicators. Now, if you look at your business and you don't like the things you're seeing right now, no problema. Just realize, do something about it. That's all. We teach how to fix it. No problema. So how many team members are on the newsletter, the basic residual? How many personals have you enrolled that are on product level 6? Check this one out. That receive level 6 commissions. Now, I think that is a powerful, powerful indicator right there. Because if you have personally enrolled people that are on level 6, that are they themselves receiving level 6 commissions, wow. That means you are getting commissions from the match from 12 levels in your organization. Number 5, does your team have a strong presence on training? Think about that. Now, don't get down. If you don't like how many people you have on your team on today's training, no problema. Realize that. And then get about the business of fixing it. Does your team have a strong presence on training? Because this is key. Remember, I've been saying this for years. Although no one gets in for the training, no one gets in for the training. Yet without the training, no one gets whatever they got in for. That's a fact. That's a bold, hardcore fact. That's truth. That's gospel. Think about that. As I like to bring to everyone's attention, no one anywhere, man or woman, has ever done anything well without having been trained to do it. Good or bad, they were trained to do it. So it is improper to believe that you can have success in 4 corners if you're not first committed to training. Number 6, are your 5th, 6th, and 7th rows or generations growing in much higher numbers? Are they growing exponentially? See? Because if you've got a lot of people on your 4th row, that will definitely put a huge number of people on your fifth generation. If you've got 300 people, let's say for simplicity's sake, if you've got 20 people on your fifth generation, and each of those 20 just put in five, well, what does your sixth generation look like? If you've got 100 on your sixth generation, and each of them just put in two, what does your seventh generation look like? So when you look at your fifth, sixth, and seventh generations, what do you see? Do you see them growing in much higher numbers? Ladies and gentlemen, all I'm doing right here is I'm attempting to challenge you to look at your business. Look at these strength indicators. Read the thermometer of your business. Okay? Is your newsletter residual growing? If it's growing, your business is growing and stable. Is your newsletter residual growing? Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we have escalating residual here. That means residual income that gets bigger every month. Remember, the definition of residual income: money you're making month after month after month, year after year after year from a task that you no longer have to do. Well, escalating residual income here. What does that mean? Not only are you making money every month, month after month after month, year after year after year, but every month and year is bigger than the previous. It's escalating. That's exciting. So if you don't see it growing, you need to fix it, and fast. How do you fix it? Training. We teach you how. Here's some things that leaders do in building a business. You plan for success. You identify new leaders early. You plan for progression in the business. You don't sit where you are. Leaders progress, leaders grow so that they can help people grow. If you're not growing or progressing as a leader, then you cannot teach people to do that. I want you to think about that. Fourthly, set a goal for new signups and income. Leaders don't stay where they are. Leaders grow. Leaders progress. Leaders lead. Look at the seventh one. Plan 6, 12, 24 months down the road. Not just what you're going to do in the next day, but what is your plan of action over the next 6, 12, 24 months down the road? Where do you plan to be at the end of the first quarter of this year? What about by mid-year? What kind of things are you thinking about? Are you having these conversations? Now, if you're not, don't be down about that. Just realize it. Realization of what you don't know is a great thing because that's the only time you can learn. That's when you can do something about it. So don't be down about that. Don't be. Just realize that you don't know. Realize there's some things that need to take place, and then you can fix it and follow up. Remember, lead by example, not in word, but by example, and create leaders. These are the things that leaders do. I'm focusing on creating leaders. You got to follow initially, but eventually I want leaders. That's what you want. You want leaders. I want as many Kati and Kims and Coach Parkers and Mark Hagens and the Victoria Clouds and the Reuben Ropes, all of the leadership. I want duplication of that. That's what you want. You want to create leaders. That's how you can get your business to be ubiquitous everywhere at the same time. So may we each remember, very key, we are not participating in a hobby. No, we are building a business. Ladies and gentlemen, we are building a business. Very, very key. Now, what I want to do, if I may, um, that is my discussion on hobby versus business. Now, I'd like to, if I can, bring in my partner out of Canada, the phenomenal one that I speak of so often, who has an enormous team. I'd like to just share some thoughts very quickly on what I've just covered. How are you treating your business? What kind of things are you doing? What kind of actions are you taking in building your business? Or are you perhaps, maybe even subconsciously, treating your business as a hobby? So I'm going to pass the mic real quickly here to my business partner. Where is she? Where did she go? Where is where is there she is. Okay. Um Miss Kati and Kim, can you accept the mic please and talk to us for a moment about what you just heard? Please go right ahead.
Hello, everybody.
Fantastic. Super. Your voice is
Oh,
so
wow.
deep. Go ahead. Yep.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you hit it out of the park again. Wow. You know, I wish I were you. You have some big shoes to fill. Yeah, it's crazy. But hey, I like my shoes. So you can keep yours.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very important. What you just covered just hit the nail on the head. Sometimes unconsciously we do things without realizing that we are hurting ourselves, our team members, and our business. Unconsciously we are doing the wrong thing. So you have covered it so expertly. We have a gold mine in our hands, and many people are sitting on it. And as I always tell others, if you don't mine it, somebody is going to mine it for you.
Mm.
And what are you going to say a year from now? I wish I did something about it. Yes, the time to plant a tree was 5 years ago, but the other time to plant a tree is today. If you realize that you have been doing the wrong thing, it is time to do the right thing and follow the blueprint. Training, 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 training. Now you know you didn't